It's monsters versus humans. Some dummy, let's call it the devil, has a bunch of monsters. Monsters you'd be familiar with, not humans. Monster. Think of a manticore, a fucking scorpion man. These are monsters. Monsters periodically come in human bodies. Been doing it for a very long time. However, however, what a twist. Yeah, what a twist. I don't know none of this until today. Why are you so vested upon? Because my younger brother had a knack, and I'm taking it for a fact. At how would you? This has to be something you prepared for before you were coming to life. You have to choose to be good, or this type of warfare would people wouldn't do it. They wouldn't be able to take it. It attacks you for the assist you do in the invisible. You're fighting for freedom, but you don't have the right. You technically aren't able to make that determining choice. Spiritual warfare. You're fucking with other things that possessions. What happens if you become a possession? Oh, your rights are fucked. How do you behave in a situation where how do you evaluate your things through someone else? I don't give a fuck about his shit. That's your shit. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about your nothing. There's a barrier. There's a dual occurrence going on. You can't deny it if you witness it. So that tells me there's something going on. It's worth the fight. But it's a fight because you're fucking with the order of things that it relies. It's getting a lot for this, whatever is occurring. I would say slavery, some form. It's none of my business. I will probably always fight that because I don't want to be suffering it. There's a phenomenon where a chance occurrence. I should never feel guilty for doing it, something better than anyone else. Not none of my business to do. If I go above and beyond for my own nature to do for someone else, I don't put that burden upon anyone else. But if you get fucking flagged for trying to survive, especially if you've got, pre-planned reasons. Well, I had to call in all the heavy hitters where I really felt like literally created with little sister the saving grace mechanism that she can't snap out of it. Another one, like they're verified. The invisible war is going on. It's it. Uh, Reasonable belief was that there would be some reason to. It will sound crazy, but this is the reality, and then it's over with because I'm taking the exit out. I've made an allowance of giving the parts to get out, ahead of time. There wouldn't be a way out. It would be doomed. People wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. It's not tolerable. So it's definitely something to fight for. Because if we lose something that's ours and it's not visible, humans are vulnerable. Especially when we seem to be able to agree all together that if we can be comfortable, we will agree. And some truths we don't want them. They're ugly. They are ugly. You don't want to see it. It's There are people who do that job. They look at the ugly for us. It's societies function in ways that are way more able to move and modulate around than we let ourselves believe. So I'm operating with, and I tested it. It's okay. This is not a declaration of you fucked me over, homie. or nothing like that. That's not the purpose of this. This is for my own sanity. I got to experience this heightened level to believe the narrator remains. I am the narrator. I would experience, and it definitely, they don't have any problem. These entities. Now, mind you, if an entity is able to use a human, they don't care about any of your shit. That's not their concern. If they can have your physical body, then they won. They're winning because they're getting something we're not getting. We're losing. It's a whole. You got to figure. This is a big ass realm, not to be just given away. Given away, something's missing. Well, this is a real fight. You had to want this fight. It was definitely war the moment you touched any of the stuff, and this is all on a hunch. There will be no words. Words is not allowed to even be discussed. This is great. I get my brother for this. My grandmother put it on me to win my brother back. How the fuck can you even do that? This opportunity does exist. It does. It does. If something don't feel right, you know what the creator doesn't do? Give you fucked up pathways. It doesn't let you down. It doesn't start doing weird shit like, if I'm showing you something, if I'm giving you away, have I ever just suddenly pulled it out and laughed at you? This other thing, it takes, you have to be psychic to know what's going on. You have to see, you have to perceive it. You have to respond. Humanity's under attack. Some of us have already been gone. The war will be waged very tidily. It's already begun. It begun before the world existed. For real. Certain things just, if you get to do the thing, if you're not seen doing it, more power to you. But in a world where people can just tell you shit and it can fly, oh, that's fucked up. Try it, but experience it. When something wants to make you pay for every inch you get, you're going to fight. You'll be stalled out, struggling to think. You will be in warfare. It took a long time to prepare, and I dare admit how long it actually took, because this is the point. When this life objective complete, but a lot of the things that seem primary, the value system is being corrupted. It's being devalued by outside. This is Sparta, but there's no Sparta. Nature's like, that guy's kicking somebody's ass because they're not in Sparta. You brought the heads of kings into my house where it shouldn't be. You're obviously an aggressive tyrant, other spirit. It's like, this is going on, but you're not allowed to talk about it because you'll upset it. It's a form of war, and you be crazy for a short period of time, but the way that this goes, at the end of it, you're going to be glad you done what you did, which is be like, I'm not going along with this. This is fishy. Because I got a whole buddy that is not, what is there? Not do. You base this on what? A near opportunity, that was what I would have had. And it wasn't marriage, it was some weird form of pocket purse bag or something. I was like, no way. That's not that's not marriage. You may feel vulnerable if you feel something and you express it, especially in regards to other people's roles. But if your behavior doesn't treat anybody different, then they really ain't got no business being bothered by it. Unless they want to notice there's something going on. I'll be on my best behavior because something's going on. All I got to do is treat a person like a person, not like a war entity, which I've already managed to do. But people people are not contained. Say your final crazy. Thank you, Candace, for coming out. You helped this because never have I got more lessons on how to cover your ass. Candace almost got me killed by telling some friend of hers I moved something in her van because I moved it. They need somebody to move it out of a spot to another spot, bringing me into contact with some Santeria shit. Oh, Mike did that. He's probably fucking with your ancestors. Don't mind him. He's probably just needing to die. I was like, whoa, Candace, what did you do? Oh, I just, did you see? You almost got me murdered there. Oh, I guess I did, didn't I? I said, can we cut that shit out? I said, I guess, pussy. That's kind of the way it went on. She's like, but that's not useful to me. I was like, yeah, I know, but I have to die. Alternate realities. How many times you get to sacrifice somebody? Can we stop sacrificing dude? Culture doesn't really like you being good. It's pricey. You gonna die. You gonna die. But there's so many alternate realities. Candace may have killed me. She's not the same girl. There are other realities where I was sacrificed. Because you could, one of me does a lot of fucking. I'm an appliance of a different caliber. 5Ds kitchens all have one white wizard and some 3 other things. But we don't treat people like appliances. Our technology hasn't reached that place yet. We're past it though. We're beyond there. The only real crazy act would be for me to say, hey, I perceive all these things. They affect my life. Because I have the point of fighting for humanity. Because I found out that I'm getting more back than I would have thought. It has little to do with my personal shit. Load bearing structure for a freer reality. It's worth it. It's fucking worth it. But it's gonna be upsetting apple cart because something didn't even have to be alive. They were getting from humans without having to be in the human world. They were able to get this thing, get it done. All we had to do was basically, cannibalize ourselves. The more psychic side, the one that points shit out. Hey, this isn't a good thing at all. Kill that motherfucker. That's all it cost. I felt it. I could feel it. I tried to use it to as best as I could. I don't know if I'll ever be okay from it. I bled out of my head. I blew my nose. I thought I was going to die. I saw my dad get this. No, I don't normally blow my nose and have blood. Because under attack, and then don't have nobody looking out. I have to go through the effort to say, hey, I don't feel safe because I'm looking out here and I'm the only one that is looking. In combat warfare, 2 dudes would make a thing or not. Immediately the eye was put out because somebody came into our space and then like flashing lights, they violated. Because the entity doesn't give a fuck. It wants to disarray. I was like, did I need to talk louder? What physical thing could I not accomplish because there's something disconnect in our ability to be safe for real? I called it out.